Was good, y'all? Rich Sosa back in a building with another banger. Now, first things first, before we go ahead and get started, I just want to say thank God for another day and another opportunity. Now, look, if it's your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family. And I would appreciate it if everybody went ahead and smashed that like button. But be sure to go ahead and comment down TG for thank God, as well as where you're tuning in from watching today. And I most definitely will be hitting y'all back with a response. Now, as you can see from the looks of the title and the screen, today I'm going to be showing y'all a very special power forward build today. The two-way diamond inside out scorer. And today we're going to be able to get elite contact dunks out of this build, but also with the potential of a 99 driving dunk, three-pointer, perimeter defense, steal, block, and more. So look, I just want to say thank you to everybody who did decide to support by tuning in. Now from here, let's go ahead and get into the breakdown of this build. So the first thing that we need to do is put it under the power forward position. Now when it comes down to the body settings, I know that we're able to get this same exact build name with different measurements, but today I'm going to be going with 6'8", 236 for the weight with a 7'6" wingspan. Now for the body shape, I feel like built is going to be best, but again, you can pick anything based to your own liking and preference. Now from here, let's go ahead and get into the breakdown of the actual attributes. Now for the speed, I'm going to go 80, 74 acceleration, 86 strength, 82 vertical with an 86 stamina. Now with the gym rat badge or the Gatorade facility workouts, you'll be able to get an 84 speed, 78 acceleration, 90 strength, 86 vertical with a 90 stamina. Now this is going to be our setup when it comes down to the physicals, but if you do want to change it, now's going to be the time to do so. If not, let's go ahead and get into the breakdown of the shooting. Now for the mid-range shot, I'm going to go 74, 83 3-point shot with an 80 free throw. Now with these badges, we get Amped, Midi Magician, Space Creator with Volume Shooter, also Agent 3 and Green Machine, and then for Tier 3, I'm looking at Limitless Range. Now so far looking so good, especially for this kind of build name. Now from here, let's go ahead and get into the breakdown of the finishing. Now we get 17 badges. For the close shot, I'm going to go 76, 87 for my driving layup, 93 driving dunk with a 48 standing dunk, and a 26 post control. Now with the badges, we get Giant Slayer and Pro Touch on Hall of Fame, Gold Backdown Punisher and Acrobat. Then for Tier 2, we also get Fearless Finisher, and then for Tier 3, Bully on Silver, Posterizer on Gold, Slithery, and Limitless Takeoff. Now honestly, when it comes down to the finishing and the shooting, these are really strong areas when it comes down to this build in general. Now when it comes down to the playmaking, I wanted to be sure that I was making this build to where I was going to be able to pass from anywhere on the floor. So I'm going to go with the pass accuracy of an 86, 51 ball handle with a speed with ball of a 32. Now with the 10 badges, look, you have the potential to put on Break Starter, Dimer, or Floor General on Hall of Fame. Now you can pick 2 of these badges if you wanted to, but I also do like Bailout, Vice Grip, as well as Hyperdrive and Ankle Breaker. Now if you do throw extra badges into this area, you have the potential to get Hall of Fame Break Starter, Dimer, and Floor General all equipped at the same time. Now this is going to wrap it up when it comes down to the playmaking, which means we leave the rest of our attributes left open for the defense. Now for the interior defense, I'm going to go 80, 87 for my perimeter, 82 steal, 93 block, with an 85 defensive rebound, and a 40 offensive. Now for the badges, with the 23, we get Hall of Fame ankle braces and off-ball pass. We also unlock Gold Box Out Beast and Brick Wall. I like Post Lockdown, and then we're especially able to get Menace as well. Now for Tier 2, I like Chase Down Artist with Interceptor on Silver. We're also able to get Glove here. And then for Tier 3, Anchor, Challenger both on Gold, and then Silver Clamps and Rebound Chaser. Now with all of these badges added up together, with the 4 extra that you get from my career, I'm telling y'all, it's going to make a huge difference, but in total, we get 73 badges. Now look, if you want to, you can make adjustments to get the same exact build name, but at the height of 6'8", this build is perfect with what it does. On the defensive end, we're able to guard any position 1 through 5, especially with being able to grab boards. Now on the shooting end, we're able to hit just as deep as any other build, especially once we take into account our takeovers. And then when it comes down to the finishing, I'm telling y'all, this is going to be one of the funnest parts about this build. Now from here, let's go ahead and get into the takeovers. Now with the takeovers, we get the sharpshooting, lockdown, and rim protecting. Now if you do end up buying your own boost, which is a +5 as well as run with teammates that do have on floor general on Hall of Fame, we do have the potential to get a 99+ driving dunk, 3-pointer, free throw, perimeter defense, steal, block, and defensive rebound. Now this is also going to apply if you do pick the sharpshooting as well as the lockdown or the rim protecting takeover. Now this comes down to your own preference, but for my liking, paint intimidation is such an overpowered takeover. There's no other option that I would pick from. Now let's go ahead and check out the build to make sure that we made it correctly together. Draymond Green, Jaren Jackson Jr., and as y'all can see together, we have created the two-way diamond inside-out scorer. Now with this build, I'm telling y'all, you definitely don't even know if you were defending this build, what this build can actually even do. Now yes, you're able to shoot, even move the ball around, but when it comes down to the finishing and the defensive end, I'm telling y'all, now this is going to be one of the better rare build names, especially with what the build is actually able to do. Now if you want to, go ahead and pause for a moment to check out this build once it's maxed out at 99 overall, and include bind boost as well as your takeover boost activated, just to get a small example of what this build can actually look to be. Now from here, let's go ahead and get into the badges. Now when it comes down to the finishing, I'm going with Pro Touch, Rise Up, Fearless Finisher, Posterizer, and Limitless Takeoff. Now for these badges, I did make a few adjustments in order to be able to get Gold Posterizer and Limitless Takeoff both equipped at the same time. Now remember, if you add extra badges towards this area, you do have the potential to get Bully or either Slithery. It really comes down to how you end up making this build and which adjustments that you make. But for tier 2, the most important badge is definitely going to be Fearless Finisher. And then for tier 1, you can't go wrong with Pro Touch as well as Rise Up. Now when it comes down to the shooting, I went with Amped, Space Creator, Volume Shooter, Green Machine, Agent 3, and Limitless Range as my core badge. Now I think these are going to be the best set of badges that you can go with, but again, if you do want to make adjustments, do it after we have created the build together. Now so far looking so good with the badge setup. Now when it comes down to the playmaking, I'm going Hyperdrive, Ankle Breaker with Hall of Fame Dimer and Floor General. Now with my core badge, I'm going to go ahead and put on Bailout on the highest tier, which is going to be gold, and I think this sets up the playmaking perfectly. Now especially to go hand in hand with the offense all around, the shooting and the finishing, you're definitely a threat on this end. But now when it comes down to the defense, we go with the Box Out Beast, Brick Wall, Interceptor Glove, Chase Down Artist with Anchor, and Rebound Chaser. Now I think the defense is looking pretty nasty, especially with the set of badges that we're able to pick from. Now again, if you did make it this far into the video, let me know in the comments what did y'all think about today's build, and would you make any changes and adjustments. But if you are still watching, be sure to comment down TG for thank God and where you tuned in from, and I most definitely will be hitting y'all back with the response. But again, with all that being said, man, thank you for the support, and y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new, and turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family. And I would appreciate it if everybody went ahead and smashed that like button. That is definitely gonna help me out. But again, with all that being said, man, I got one last thing to say. Thank you, God, and Rich out.